Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Tuesday, here at MadWorldTarot. And today we are looking at choices and possibly rather bad choices and bad associations when it comes to certain people in the royal adjacent world. And we are looking now at Scooby-Doo. Scooby. Richard Eden does love to wind Scooby up every now and then, and he dips into the company records from time to time, and Richard Eden has revealed that Scooby's company, MeU, was worth only £359 when the last returns were filed, and that was in June of last year, 2023, down from £35,400 the year before, down to just £359. And so Scooby-Doo pretty much broke when he filed those last returns. I think he was pretty late filing at one stage too. Richard Eden was all over that. Poor old Scooby-Doo. So that was before Endgame was published. It came out late last year. As far as I can recall, it seems like many lifetimes ago. It was not the smash hit that Scooby might have thought it was going to be, because even though it was very controversial and named the King and the Princess of Wales as the racists, allegedly, the book was pilloried and disappeared without a trace. And I went and looked on Amazon, and it is currently 49,733rd in books. It is 38th in social activist biographies. I don't know who the social activists are that the book is about, but anyway, there it is. And it's 52nd in royal biographies. So not exactly burning up the book charts, is it? So we're going to have a look with a new chapter tarot, and we're going to see Scooby's financial situation. Is it as bad as Richard Eden might be leading us to believe? How did Endgame do financially? Some people speculate that Scooby might have had to pay out to those Dutch translators, the Dutch publishers. I don't know. I haven't seen any official news about that. It all seems to have got hushed up quite interestingly. That story really disappeared. So I do not know, but I would like to know how Endgame did for him financially. I would like to know also how his relationship is with Harry and Meghan currently. What's going on there? He was obviously not in Nigeria. He did put out a few tweets along the way just to remind everyone that he still exists. And then I want to know if he's going to turn this around, assuming that it's gone a bit wrong recently. Is he going to be able to turn it around? He's got a publishing deal with a quite successful author of young adult fiction, and they're going to be co-authoring a book about someone who goes to work at Buckingham Palace and the various exciting things that happen to her. I wonder where he got that storyline from. So let's see. Maybe he will get a Netflix deal for it. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. And of course, I have to say, it's tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation. It is, of course, just energy I read here, and disclaimer in the box below. We have the Queen of Cups as our underlying energy, which could be that new deal that he's got. The Queen of Cups, so woman, female energy, trying something different instead of all the hate and the scorn that he piled on to the royal family. Perhaps try something different with this Queen of Cups, be more popular or populist, try and ingratiate himself to a different audience, the younger audience, get that Netflix deal. It's there, it's emotional, it's not Meghan energy, that is for sure. This is someone else's energy, and perhaps he has hitched his wagon to someone else's star. His rather plastic wagon, one has to say. So the situation that we're looking at with him, we're talking about choices, decisions, associations, 2 of discs in reverse. That is someone under some quite severe financial strain, experiencing overwhelm when the 2 of discs or pentacles or coins is in reverse. Don't have enough. It's very difficult to prioritize, and you might have backed the wrong horse when that card is in reverse, prioritized the wrong thing. And Endgame certainly looked like Scooby-Doo backed the wrong horse. And it was supposed to bring down the royal family. It seemed to have brought the curtain down on Scooby-Doo's performance as a royal reporter, in his own mind a royal reporter, not in anyone else's. There it is, a 2 of discs as our situation that we are dealing with, card in the reverse. How are his finances currently? He could be living in the lap of luxury on a super yacht for all I know. But what does universe want to tell us? 4 of Cups, that is the card of, it's disappointment. The 4 of Cups didn't go the way he thought it was going to go. Rejection, a bit of shunning. Maybe he thought he was going to Hollywood, because I think that he is living in California currently. He probably thought he was going to be the next big thing and be invited to the Met Gala and all the fancy places. And instead, it looks like doors have closed. It's been disappointing. Invitations haven't gone out to him. He hasn't got the rapturous reception that he might have expected. This is, of course, all just me interpreting energy here. And but the 4 of Cups is that kind of apathetic energy, indifference, tending towards rejection. People are really not that interested in him. We're talking about finances, though. Possibly some of the things he's put out there have just met with apathy. That would be endgame. Possibly other projects too. Not a good sign in a financial reading, the 4 of Cups. So how did Endgame end up doing? Did it fill those coffers that were sadly depleted by the time he filed those returns that Richard Eden told us about? The High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess is about secrets. It's interesting that there are 3 people in this card. Normally there's only 1, a woman. Here we have 3. And I'm getting kind of broken telephones, whispering. I'll tell you, and then you tell that person, and that person tells someone else. And it is so that you can say, it wasn't me. I didn't. And there were rumors way back when the whole racism thing was all the news. And strangely enough, soon afterwards, 2 very senior members of the royal family were stricken with cancer and in hospital for surgery. Curious that, although I'm certainly not accusing. But there were rumours, and I did read on it at the time, that Scooby-Doo was staying in a place where Harry was known to hang out, one of those hotel rooms that he has permanently available when he needs to flee the wrath of Meghan Markle. And possibly some parcels were left at the front desk, that kind of thing. There were those rumours. That energy is in the High Priestess, for me, energetically speaking. Messages being passed, secrets being passed, but the card is in the reverse. Secrets coming out, secrets spilled. And of course the secrets were spilled. We heard about those rumours. We don't know if they were true or not, but we heard about them. And of course the names spilled of the alleged racists in the book in the Netherlands, and the book had to be withdrawn. That tells me that the secrets coming out caused some disaster for the book. It's not a positive card, the High Priestess, when it's in reverse, when the secrets come out. It's not a money card. But I think that there was a price to pay for those secrets coming out. And whatever that price was, it's been hushed up, because we're in the realm here of almost hush money. Interesting energy. So I think it was a big flop because of this silly decision. The sneakiness around sources and collaboration and all of that, so they could put their hands on heart in a court of law and say, no, I didn't have anything to do with it, unlike what happened the previous time around when they were busy finding their freedom. So that's, of course, all just my opinion. Tell us now about his relationship with Harry and Meghan. How is it now? Their mouthpiece. Oh dear. Ace of Cups in reverse. That means that he would like to leave the situation behind and move on with his life and go somewhere better. Queen of Cups, the new person that he's collaborating with, I suspect. But he's stuck, and they are all stuck in this situation together. Eight of Cups in reverse. That they have some misery, collective misery, could be to do with Endgame, which they thought was going to destroy the royal family, but instead backfired spectacularly and made Harry and Meghan look like real bullies, villains, begrudging, just awful. It really painted them as such awful people, because ordinary people looked at the situation and just thought, this thing stinks, really. And so all tarnished with that same brush. Harry, Meghan, Scooby-Doo. It really was one of those big turning points, like that curtsy that Meghan did on her Netflix documentary, that really turned people off as far as she was concerned, really revolted people. Same thing with Endgame. Backfired spectacularly. And there they all sit now together in sorrow and can't shift out of it and can't get on with their lives. Is his situation going to be turned around dramatically? This new collaboration going to be the saving of Scooby-Doo? What's going to happen? We have the Six of Swords in reverse. It's pretty much a match for the Eight of Cups in reverse. It tells me, horrible card, so we'll put it away so you don't have to look at it. It tells me that he's not going to get out of this predicament very easily. He has rushed away. Of course, he disappeared off to California when Endgame came out. He was going to live the high life. He was going to be a celebrated author, but turned out not to be. And he might want to skulk back to Britain with that card. Interestingly, the Six of Swords in reverse. He might have to go back, and perhaps this collaboration with this Queen of Cups will require him to be back in Britain for some reason. I don't know. But so that's the movement aspect of the Six of Swords. It is the travel card, international travel. But it's also just getting out of a difficult situation, moving on from it into a more peaceful time in your life. Not happening when the card is in reverse. So this conflict, this very painful depiction of the Six of Swords, it's truly ghastly, is going to stay with him. He's going to be tainted by this. However much he's trying to be Queen of Cups or associate himself with Queen of Cups now. Definitely not wanting to associate with Meghan anymore, but is involved with her possibly forever. Their reputations are going to be entwined. Eight of Cups in reverse and Six of Swords in reverse. And there's a very interesting High Priestess card in reverse with those three people who can really only be Harry, Meghan and Scooby in that card. From an energy perspective, but he's got his work cut out trying to get out of this mess he has got himself into by choosing the particular team that he chose. And he's definitely struggling financially. 2 of discs in reverse as the overall situation we're dealing with, although that was the only money card that showed up. The rest of it is really telling me why and who, and the fact that he is really going to struggle to move on from this. That is it. I suppose it's called karma. That is, of course, just my opinion. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.